All right, if you're a senior quant or an engineer in capital markets, let's be real. You've probably hit a wall. You're great at executing, but you're not the one architecting the vision. Today, we're going to break down that leap, the jump from being a technical expert to a strategic leader. It's a move that doesn't just change your job title, it completely changes your impact and, yeah, your paycheck.
And let's just put this number right out there. Over $900,000. Look, this isn't some crazy outlier. This is the kind of compensation we're talking about for people who can actually architect the systems that power modern finance, the people who can blend data engineering, AI, and complex quant modeling. This is the destination.
So that gets us to the big question, right? If you're already a sharp senior engineer, what's the real difference? What's the gap between you and that director level job with a huge salary? You're about to see it's about way more than just being a faster coder. And here it is. This is the shift. You're not just implementing anymore, you're architecting whole systems. Your world expands from focusing on one little asset class to modeling across everything. And maybe the biggest change of all? You stop just following a roadmap and you start driving the strategy and selling that vision to the execs. So, how do you cross that bridge? Well, this is the blueprint. We've laid out a complete system designed to help you break down and totally rebuild your skill set, giving you every single tool you need for that director level job. This is how you close that gap. And when I say it's a blueprint, I mean it's deep. We're talking over 650 chapters. The point here isn't to just skim the surface. It's about building a rock-solid, comprehensive foundation so you can walk into any bank, any hedge fund, and confidently solve their biggest problems. Let me give you a quick taste of what's inside. It all starts with the absolute bedrock, building bank-grade data architecture. You're going to learn how to design the single source of truth for all market data, from capturing every single tick all the way to designing a modern data lakehouse. From there, we go right into the heart of the beast, the architecture of global trading systems. Think front to back. We're talking fix engines, order management, real-time risk grids, and the P&L explain frameworks that every desk needs. And we go deep into some of the most complex and honestly most profitable areas in finance, structured products. You literally engineer full asset-backed security cash flow engines, model collateral triggers, you'll even build multi-tranche waterfall models. These are skills that are ridiculously in demand. Then in Module 8, it's all about applying modern AI and machine learning to the markets. And I mean everything. From building high-frequency feature pipelines to designing large language model agents that can supercharge quant research. And it all builds up to this, a Capstone module where you construct an entire hedge fund pipeline from scratch. You'll do alpha signal engineering, factor modeling, a full event-driven backtester, the whole shebang. This is where every single piece we've talked about clicks together. Okay, that's a ton of material. So how does this actually create that transformation from engineer to architect? Well, it's not about just watching videos. It's a deliberate, hands-on, structured journey. The whole system is broken down into this clear, logical path. First, you master the foundations. Then, you learn to engineer incredibly complex instruments and curves. After that, you're architecting the massive bank-grade systems. And finally, you deploy the cool stuff, the advanced AI and quant models, right on top of that infrastructure. See how each step builds on the last? And just look at the stuff you'll be building. This isn't fluffy, high-level theory. We're talking about engineering FRTB sensitivity engines, building multi-curve frameworks for SOFR and Easter, designing LLM agents. This is the exact language, the exact work that comes up in director-level interviews. And here's the most important part. You're not just reading about this stuff. You are building it. You're going to walk away with a portfolio that has a real multi-curve pricing engine, a blueprint for a trading system, a data platform, even a CCAR-compliant stress testing system. These are real assets for your career. But listen, being a technical genius is only half the equation, right? The real end game, the thing that lands you those top jobs, is mastering the director level playbook. This is about everything that happens beyond the code. I mean, just look at this chapter title. This skill right here, this is what separates a senior engineer from a VP. It's the ability to take a super complex technical decision and explain it in a way that shows the business value to a managing director or a CIO. And it goes even deeper. We're not just talking about presenting facts. We're talking about technical storytelling. You'll learn how to build a powerful story around your work, to explain a crazy complex quant model in a way that actually gets the business excited and willing to invest millions of dollars. And the playbook covers the whole 9 yards. We're talking about mastering interview patterns, knowing how to run a whiteboard session for executives, building roadmaps, even creating a personal brand so that you're the one commanding that top-tier salary. This is the stuff that nobody ever teaches you. Finally, it all comes together in the Capstone project. But this is not just another final project. The goal here is to build your professional, director-level portfolio. This is the undeniable proof that you hand to a hiring manager, and look at what you walk away with. This is a complete, fully integrated system that you built. The data pipeline, the pricing library, the risk engine, the P&L framework, all running on a modern cloud lakehouse, and you'll have the full architecture deck to prove it. This portfolio doesn't just tell them you can do the job. It shows them you've already done it. So, let's bring it all back home. This chart is the leap we've been talking about. It's not just a small step up. It's a total transformation of your role, your influence, and yeah, your compensation. This is what the path from engineer to architect looks like. So that really only leaves one question for you. Are you ready to stop just executing on somebody else's plan and start architecting your own? To stop coding little features and start architecting your future?